Now, your Weather Authority forecast, sponsored by Greenway of the Shoals, a new way, the right way. greenwayoftheshoals.com.
Taking a look at our radar right now, and if we look off to the west, we're already starting to see some moisture move through parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and where it's blue, it's snow. Where it's that pink or purple shaded color, that's the mixed precipitation. If we look at our alerts map, look at all of those colors, pinks, purples. That's where we have winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, ice storm warnings, because this is where there's a slug of moisture coming across the country, and the temperatures are cold enough to support that mixed precipitation. What we are looking at here across the Tennessee Valley are impacts primarily across Wayne and Lawrence counties, where a winter weather advisory will go into effect tonight and continue until 9 a.m. Tuesday. That's not to say if you're in Giles or Lincoln County, or maybe even the extreme northern or northwestern part of Lauderdale County, won't be impacted. We'll watch those counties carefully, and we'll talk more about that threat of ice for you here in just a minute. I want to show you why we have this going on, because we have temperatures that are behind a cold front, really cold. Temperatures there in blue are ranging from mid-30s to mid-40s. Out ahead of it, we've got milder air in the 50s and low 60s. But this front is moving through tonight, and it's going to cool off the temperatures, but not enough to have any significant impacts for most of North Alabama. Where we could have a threat of that wintry mix, which would likely include the threat of that freezing rain or ice, would be for the areas in pink. On the model data, we're seeing the trends up in this area. So we could have minimal to no impacts, or we could have a glaze to a few hundredths of an inch of ice. I put up to a tenth of an inch, but that would be on the highest end of the spectrum the way it looks right now. Forecast lows are going to be in the upper 30s across the areas you see here: Muscle Shoals, Athens, Moulton, and Decatur. But again, as you travel up to the north, the temperatures are starting to cool off quite a bit into the low 30s and very close to freezing. So the temperature at the surface, whether it's a tree branch or a road, that has to be freezing for there to be a threat of freezing rain. That's moisture that's hitting a surface at or below freezing to give us that threat of ice. So again, it's going to be close up in those counties. That's why there's a winter weather advisory in effect. Meanwhile, we're only in the mid-40s in places like Albertville and Scottsboro. You're going to be quite mild tomorrow, at least compared to the rest of us, which are going to be holding in the mid-40s throughout the day, including Huntsville. Here's Futurecast. There could be a couple of stray showers here tonight. I'd have your umbrella with you. Here's a timestamp at 11:30 p.m. We'll have some scattered showers about the area early tomorrow morning. Here's the purple that we were talking about. That would indicate that mixed precipitation. Now, it's not going to rain all day, but scattered showers will be with us from time to time, and especially building back in Tuesday night. And in this area in purple and pink, that's where we have to be watchful again of the threat of ice. So we'll be watching that closely here in the weather department. Anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain is likely through Thursday across the Tennessee Valley, as we do have periods of wet weather moving through Wednesday and even Groundhog Day Thursday. Friday, we finally start to clear things out with sunshine and a high temperature up to about 50.